Get ready to learn the best TradingView indicator for scalping on the 5-minute time frame. This is such a strong indicator. It can actually anticipate market movements with up to 93.4% precision. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up the chart on TradingView. This is TradingView, guys. So we're going to give you entry and exit rules for these trades, where to place your stop losses, so that way you can maximize your profits. Also, we're going to make sure that you want to watch this all the way till the very end, because I'm going to be showing you how to set up alerts. So every time there's a signal, you'll be alerted and you're not going to have to stare at the chart all day long and just sit in your chair at home, wherever that is. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to change the candles to Heikin-Ashi candles. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go over to indicators, and what we're going to be looking for is going to be called the chandelier exit, and this is going to be by Everget. Okay, so when you click on that, it'll look like this. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to the settings. This is at the top left here, and what I want to do is I want to go to the ATR period, and guys, I did not create this strategy, so I cannot take credit for it, but what I can tell you is that it is extremely profitable. I've tested it out and it's legit. So what we're also going to do is we're going to go to style. Okay, we're going to uncheck everything except the buy and the sell label. Okay, so it's just going to be extremely clean. And then what we're also going to do is, because I want the buy signals and the sell signals to be a little bit closer to the price action, what we're going to do is we're going to change these absolute here to below bar. Okay, and then we're going to change the absolute here on the sell label to above bar. Okay, so that way it's like closer to the price action. It's just, I don't know, it's just a preference, So now what we're going to be looking for on entries, right? We need another indicator. Okay, we need it. This looks good and all, right? It literally tells you when to get in. It literally tells you when to buy, when to sell, but we need one more indicator in order for us to have confirmation, further confluence on when to get into these trades, right? Because with any strategy, with any trading, you need confluences. You don't just go off of one signal. Okay, so we're gonna go back to indicators, metrics, and strategies. We're gonna look up ZLSMA. Okay, it's the zero lag indicator by Verifid. It's actually not very popular. You only see 757 people have favorited this, so it's pretty low key, this strategy. So we're gonna click that. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna change this color. I'm just going to change it to white. It looks a little bit better that way. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to change the length to 50. Okay? Great. And now once we have that, we're ready to go. So what the rules pretty much are is when price action is above the moving average line, we're looking for our buy signals, and when price is below the moving average line, we're looking for our sell signals. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to type this out for you so that it's super simple, super easy to follow. I'm going to change this to white, make this a little bit bigger, okay, so you can see it. Right, and the first rule, this is going to be for long or short positions. Okay, so our first rule, right, is we're looking for our buy or sell signal. This might be a little too big for the screen, so I'm gonna move this over like this. Okay, so that's our first rule, whether we're longing or we're shorting. Okay, our second rule, we need price action to be either above if we're looking for a long, or below if we're looking for a short, the moving average line, which is the white line. Okay. And guys, make sure to stick through till the very end. I'm going to show you, exactly where to place your stop losses, your take profits, all that jazz. Also, guys, if you are interested and you're kind of just worried about where to get started, I suggest you guys to click the link in the bio below. This is investabot.ai. We actually have these strategies tested out here for you, pulling in massive gains over the last few months and years. It's just absolutely insane. I was begging for the longest time to have this be public because it was private, and we actually made this available to the public. So guys, take advantage of that. It's just another way for you to gain passive income. Okay, so number three, which one is that? We're looking at the stop loss. Okay, so our stop losses needs to be below either the swing high or the swing low, depending on if you're shorting or longing. Okay, and you might be wondering what that looks like. I'm going to show you after I'm done typing these out, and I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. Okay, and our exit, this is super simple, is going to be when price action flips or crosses the MA line. Price crosses the MA line. I'm going to show you exactly how that looks like, okay? So there it is, guys. Screenshot it, post it on your wall, whatever you like. Put it on your background as your phone. Yeah, so for example, right, this would be a perfect sell signal because price is below the moving average line, okay? And you would have gotten out here, which would have been a decent risk to reward. It looks like a 2-to-1 risk to reward. So when I'm talking about swing high, this would be your swing high here. Okay, this is the previous high when price swung up like this, actually didn't take those highs and came back down. Okay, let me take this magnet tool off. It's a little rough. Okay, so yeah, you could tell here that, and if you actually held this, this would have been a nice 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. You could see here that this would not have been even though in hindsight you're looking at this and you're saying, hey, why didn't I take this? Well, price was below the moving average, so, you know, it's just not a good buy. Here you could have seen that if you had held this, okay, this would have been a profitable trade, probably like 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio. But this would have been a nice example as well to show you exactly where to put your stop losses, right? I thought I clicked this, so let's click here. Okay, stop loss below the swing low, right? This would be the swing low. And holding this up, that's a nice 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Beautiful. Now, when price goes sideways like this, I typically tend to stay out because it's easy to get chopped up, right? You could see that price is just channeling like this, okay? It's just going through a channel, right? These strategies tend to work really well when price is trending, right? This is just a range bound market, right? So let's say, for example, you would have bought here, okay? You have your price, you have your stop loss below the swing low. You would have gotten stopped out, right? Because price dips down, takes the liquidity, swing failures this low, and ends up just continuing to range bound. So typically, I like to see some type of continual higher highs or higher lows before I'm actually trading with this strategy, right? Like you could see here, price started to, you have your higher low, your higher high, and your higher low, okay? Before price ends up changing trend again. So you have your low, your lower high, this is your lower low, lower high, and price ends up, going down. So let's go back in time so I can give you a little bit more context just so you feel confident. But again, guys, if you're not feeling that confident, you want to get your trading journey started, again, head over to investabot.ai. I freaking love it. Check it out. I highly suggest it. Okay, so again, this is range bound. Bitcoin has been range bound a lot lately. So this would have been a beautiful, just an amazing short here. This would have been a beautiful sell here. Buy here. This would have actually been a decent sell. This would have not been a buy because price is below the moving average. This would have been a decent sell because this would have not been a sell because price is above the moving average. And then here as well. So the losses are very minimal, and that's the thing, right? We have to have our risk to reward ratios being at least 2-to-1 or 3-to-1. Your winners are big, but your losers are small. Like that's the thing, right? So, guys, that was it here. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment what you thought. Again, if you have any questions, you guys can join us in our Discord. We're in there pretty much every day. You can hop in, say hi in the public chat. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. And good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. And I hope you have a wonderful day.